episode of Vulgar Video Vlogtober. I am your host, Jessica, and this is my co-host,
Sam.
And today we are going to be continuing on with our modern horror saga. For today, we're going to be watching and commenting on Welcome to Willits. So Welcome to Willits was released in 2017. The runtime is about 80 minutes. The director is Trevor Ryan, and we are watching this today on Prime. So remember, if you have Prime, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people do, you'll be able to watch it for free.
Yeah, don't know a lot about this one going in. Heard a few things about it, but nothing concrete. This is one that's it's been potentially on the list for, I think, like the last 3 weeks or so, where it kind of qualifies for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just getting it in here because, you know, it's 2017, so it definitely qualifies as a modern, horror movie. Our little blurb says, deep in the Northern California woods, in the heart of the notorious Emerald Triangle, lies a remote cabin. The residents struggle to fight off the repeated attacks and abductions by mysterious creatures that have plagued them for years. When a local pot farmer is caught up with a wayward group of campers, the situation quickly escalates into total carnage. So, what are we thinking here?
I'm not really sure how to think, because when I see pot farmer, I mean, it could potentially be comedy, but based off of the movie poster that they have represented on Prime, it doesn't look like it's going to be like a comedy parody of a scary movie. So I really don't know how to think. I'm assuming it's a creature feature just based off of it saying mysterious creatures, so I don't mind creature features. I enjoy them, so I'm in for whatever.
This would probably be our first creature feature.
I think so, yeah.
So, okay. At least they're coming in with a modern sort of twang on it.
At least we know possibly where the story is going. Looking at you, Hereditary. We will see you guys in about 80 minutes. Hello, and we are back from our very confusing ride of Welcome to Willits. So it wasn't a creature feature. It was a hallucinated creature feature.
This one's just weird. It's just so weird.
I mean, I felt like it wasn't a parody, but the whole movie was just laughable. Like, so laughable. Like, the guy is basically hallucinating that they're aliens, and he's just killing off innocent people. And it's just bad. It's weird and it's bad.
It's definitely different.
Yeah. It's not good.
But is it really bad?
It's way better than Boogeyman.
Well, okay, but the aliens, though they're not real, they did look pretty cool.
Yeah,
they were definitely well made.
I think that's where all the budget went, because some of the shots made it, I don't know who's in charge of it, I don't know how that works, the videography stuff, but like some of the shots looked like we were watching a YouTube video, like a well-produced YouTube video, but a YouTube video nonetheless. It didn't have that cinematic video quality to it. It looked cheap, yeah.
The acting is there. It qualifies as acting, I guess. Mm-hmm. This is easily the most disposable cast I've ever seen, though.
Yeah.
There are characters that they're just there just to die. Like, they serve no other role other than to die.
Even our, protagonists didn't really give us anything. There wasn't really anything to them except that they're innocent, and that was about it. I'm just agreeing with you. I'm just agreeing with you. We just had people in this movie just to die.
I don't know what the producers or directors have on Dolph Lundgren. They caught him doing something, because he's completely useless in this film. Rory Culkin wanted to get a producer's credit, I guess? I don't know.
I guess so, because he was in it too. He's probably the best thing as far as acting and just like being engaged in the film.
Yeah. For the cons, what I've written is that we already touched on it. It's low production. It's not very well done. The acting is not good. It's just very strange. It's a very weird ride.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is that the ending is just kind of meh, you know, so that's also a weak spot for it. It's not like any other part of it is terribly strong. It just feels really disjointed. Like there were too many ideas going on here.
Maybe. I feel like if you added more to the story, because I feel like we're mainly...
More?
Yeah. Like, in a sense, like, we don't really get any character... I feel bad. We always keep mentioning character development. But, like, we don't get any character development. I agree with you that the plot just seems disjointed, so maybe just kind of, like, tighten it, stick with one, and then elaborate on that versus just throwing it in there and just throwing around other ideas. So that's what I mean by add more to it. Elaborate on one and just stick with that one. I think this could have been good if you kept on with that this guy is like hallucinating. But then again, now that I think about it, this kind of seemed more like this would fit for like a crime show episode. Him hallucinating. Like Criminal Minds. This probably would have been an interesting idea to use as like a Criminal Minds episode. As a serial killer, he's hallucinating because he's doing these drugs, so.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where it would better fit, but then again, maybe I'm giving it too much credit. Again, it's very disjointed, it's weird, it's not good. It's way better than Boogeyman though, I will stick to that.
Yeah, what is the rating?
I think the rating for me is going to be... It's between a 2 and a 1.5. It's not good. It's just too all over the place. I'll stick with 1.5 because it's just not good and it's all over the place.
I pretty much agree. I'm going to give it a 2 because although it is not very good, it is very different. You know, so even though it's not very good, you are going to remember this thing because it's just so strange, just really odd. You're not going to want to remember it, but you're going to. And just as a point that I really wanted to make, one of the producers on this was Uwe Boll, who, if you're a long-time horror fan or just film fan in general, you probably have heard of Uwe Boll, considered to be one of the worst directors of all time. So if he has his hands in anything, you know, it's probably going to be, at a minimum, it's going to be weird. And at worst, it's just going to be hot garbage. So, yeah, he definitely got his hands in on this one somehow. And probably made a worse film for it. So I guess that's it for Welcome to Willits. Yeah.
It just didn't work.
We'll probably have to talk about it more in like the rankings.
Yeah.
Because right now, it's right after we watched it, and this is gonna be one that's gonna take time to settle.
I think it goes back to, again, why I consider it better than like Boogeyman and like a couple of other ones we've pointed out that are just utter trash. This tried to be something, it just didn't work. And we have a lot of like weird videography issues and no really characters at all. They're just people just to die in the film. So it tried to be something, it just didn't work.
Yeah, it just failed.
It just failed. Versus Boogeyman was trying to be all out, and it was just... You spent all this money on shots of, like... And Barry Watson just utter
I guess
silence.
that's what we have to say for Welcome to Willits is, at least shit happens. You know, there are plenty of kills. They're kind of all the same, really, but, I mean...
It's better than Deadly Detention. It's better than Boogeyman. We will get to Deadly Detention. Don't think we have forgotten Deadly Detention. Alright, well, thanks for tuning in on another episode of Vulgar Video Vlogtober, and we will see you guys in the next one.